Hey guys, Rob here with McDojo Life. Today's McDojoNews is going to be a somber one. We're going to be following up on a news story that we covered 2 months ago about a boy who was put in a coma. We're going to give you an update on what happened there in today's McDojoNews. Back in April on the 21st, a child whose last name is Huang had suffered severe brain hemorrhaging after a judo class which saw both his classmates and his coach practice their throws on him. He was thrown over 27 times, which left him in a coma. His parents yesterday, Tuesday, June 29th, decided to withdraw life support after nearly 70 days. According to local media reports, the decision to take him off life support came after doctors were unable to stop Huang's blood pressure and heart rate from declining. The boy's coach, whose last name is Ho, is in his late 60s, has been charged with physical assault resulting in serious injury and using a minor to commit a crime, according to local news site, the Taipei Times. Upon the victim's death, however, prosecutors will be changing their charge to the charge of injury-causing death, according to the Taiwan News. Ho reportedly ordered other students to throw Huang to the mat, then began to do so himself, even after the boy vomited and pleaded for the abuse to stop. He eventually became unresponsive and was taken to the hospital, but never recovered consciousness. The official news agency said Ho had no coaching license and had been offering classes in the central Taiwanese city of Yun for free. He has said the throws were part of normal training, even though Hyung was a new student and hadn't yet acquired the skills to protect himself. The coach was released on bail earlier this month for the equivalent of $3,583. If found guilty, he could face anything from a minimum of 7 years in jail up to life imprisonment. Ho is free on bail while the investigation continues. The 7-year-old boy had attended a judo class on April 21st under the supervision of his uncle, who reportedly filmed him in class to show his mother that judo was potentially unsuitable for him. The video shows him being thrown several times by an older classmate during practice. He is heard screaming in the video, but his coach orders him to stand up and tells the older boy to continue throwing him, before proceeding to pick him up and throw him to the ground himself. He eventually passes out, though his family says his coach accused him of faking unconsciousness. There are questions as to why his uncle did not stop the coach, but experts in Taiwan say there is a long-seated notion of respect and reverence for teachers, which sometimes means accepting their authority regardless of the circumstances. The boy's mother told reporters that his uncle felt terrible for what happened. It was later found out that the coach was unlicensed. "I still remember that morning I took him to school," his mother said. "He turned around and said, 'Mama, goodbye.' By night, he had become like this." On Tuesday, the Yun hospital announced that his blood pressure and heart level rates were dropping. After doctors spoke with his family, they agreed to withdraw life support. On Taiwanese social media, there is an outpouring of grief, with many saying, "There is no pain now, little brother." Others called for harsher action to be taken against the coach and for compensation to be given to the boy's parents. This is a story that we covered about 2 months ago, and it was heartbreaking then, and it's even worse now. I feel so much sorrow for those parents, and I am truly sorry to them. There is no words that I can give to that family to make anything better. And I hope that at the end of the day that more people will be paying more attention to what's going on in their classes. I scream about this shit at the top of my lungs as loud as I can for people to pay attention to what's going on. And here we are, it results in another death, another one. This isn't the first one, and it won't be the last one. Hopefully, if we can start kind of educating parents a little bit more and get away from this, "Oh, I'm just going to give this person respect just because they wear a black belt." Man, fuck his black belt. That black belt means nothing. It means absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things. And that uncle feels bad. Well, I hope he fucking feels horrific. He stood there and filmed and watched that child die. Watched him be killed by another grown man. Oh man, I don't know what to say. I just hope that people can take from this experience, this horrific thing that happened, and pay attention. Pay attention. Be there for your kids, man. Be there in the class. If you think something's wrong, pull them out. If you think that they're hurt, pull them out. If you think that there's a problem with the coach in some way, shape, or form, don't worry about respect. It's about safety first. Respect will come after that. Safety should be paramount. I would really like to know your thoughts in the comment sections below. Like I said, my heart goes out to the family, and I truly hope that this is something that can be used to help others learn. And I just feel horrible about this shit, man. Thank you all for allowing me to be able to cover these stories, even though these are shitty stories to cover. I just want to say I appreciate all of you for helping me be able to do this and get this information out there, because hopefully these things will end up helping somebody who might not fall into that same situation. Maybe you watch this video, and I said this in the last video, but I still mean it. It's still the same. Maybe you watch this video and you hear the story, and there's a parent out there who might have their kid that they just casually drop off, or they're looking at their cell phone the entire class. Maybe this will make them put that cell phone down and look up for a second and actually pay attention to what's going on in that class, or not just drop the kids off. Actually be there, be engaged. That's what the kid needs. That's what any kid needs. They need engagement. They need people there for them and to help them out, and it could possibly save their life. So thank you all for the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, and all of the shit that people online tell you to do, man. Hopefully we can keep martial arts legit.